40 is also the age when you turn on the TV, you see all your sports heroes selling itch cream and life insurance. It's very disorienting. Compression socks and Skechers. I'm in the Skechers demographic now? When did that happen? And why is Snoop Dogg selling Skechers, man? What is going on? Walking around wearing Skechers, sipping on prune juice. Like, what is happening? And Skechers don't want you to put no effort into putting on shoes. They're gonna have some Venom type shoes pretty soon. You just put your foot out and it's gonna form around your foot. That's what's gonna happen. And it's hard trying to tell your son, the athlete on the commercial, how dominant they were back in the day. Watch commercial, Shaq comes on. I say, shh, you see that boy? That's Shaquille O'Neal. Bad boy, used to tear down rims. Shaq said, don't fake the funk on a nasty dunk. My son was like, the Papa John dude with the terrible wigs, daddy, that's who the icy hot man, daddy, that's what he's doing. General car insurance guy, daddy. Carnival Cruise, I was like, I get it, he do a lot of commercials, son. I'm in an interesting age, I'm in my 40s, that's a very strange age, man. It's very strange, let me tell you about 40s. 40s is an interesting age, it's people that are older than you, they tell you how young you are. They're like, oh, you just a 40-year-old little baby, just a 40-year-old little baby. But people that are younger than you, like yourself, they think I'm a museum fossil. This is the oldest thing they've ever seen in their life. It's just, and 40 is a dilemma for the person that's 40, right? Because 40, I feel like there needs to be an orientation when you turn 40, because everything changes drastically. Like my whole life, my mind and my body have been together, working in concert. They have been flowing as a team. I feel like they've been Dr. King's vision for America, like this unity of my mind and my body. And I turned 40 and then segregation hit. And I was like, they don't talk anymore, you know? There's no relationship. Another thing we love in the South is nicknames. We love nicknames in the South. I realize there's some people I've been knowing my entire life. I don't know their real names. My brother called me the other day. He said, hey, man, you know Mark Davis's mom passed away. I was like, I don't know no Mark Davis, man. He's like, Stanky, man. Stanky mama passed. I'm like, why you ain't say that from the start? I need to give Stank a call. We try to be funny with nicknames. We call big people nicknames like Tiny, Slim. We nickname people after food. I know a cornbread, a pork chop, and a collard green. I know this one dude, his nickname is Boss, and he ain't got no job. I'm like, who you the boss of? Yourself? Yeah, but I think white dudes have the coolest nicknames. I really do. Because white dudes' nicknames go with them their entire life. White dudes have nicknames like Rusty, Skip, Chip. Like your nickname could be Chip. You could be the CEO of a bank. You can have Chip on your business cards. The brothers can't do that. Pookie can't be a branch manager at the bank. You don't trust your money with Pookie. I'm like, right this way, Dr. Junebug will see you. I'm like, no, he will not. What you're not gonna do is have me in a room with a Dr. Junebug. That's what you're not gonna do. Y'all, people give me a hard time because of the way I dress. Like, this is how I dress. This is my parents. I always dress like this. People always like, man, why are you so dressed up? I'm like, I'm not dressed up. This is police repellent right here. This is. I'm like, I never fit the description. The
cop pulled me over. He was like, is that a cardigan you got on, man? You need to slow down, bro. I was at a place in life where, this was pre-COVID, where my schedule was really moving. I was moving, and I was getting a lot of engagements. And mentally, I started prioritizing the engagements. So I put more effort in the bigger engagements. And that's a sure recipe to fail right there. That's a sure recipe. That's what we call it in athletics, a trap game, right? So I was looking at the big games, but then I was seeing the smaller ones like, oh, I'll just show up and win. And you get yourself in trouble when you just show up and you're not prepared. And so I had this week, it was a long week, so I had like a show on a Wednesday, I had a show on Thursday, I was flying out on Friday. But the show on Wednesday was a local show for the FCA. And I was doing a leaders luncheon. And it was in South Georgia. So it's about an hour and a half from my house. So I jumped in the car, drove down, and I wasn't even thinking about that event. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go and do kind of like my package deal. I'm gonna do my stuff, and then I'm gonna get back in the car. But the show's this weekend, boy, we gonna have a good time. So I drove down. It's about 40 people in this room. I walk in, I'm in South Georgia. But I'm not present. I'm not connected. I'm not dialed in. My mind's drifting. Oh, I gotta leave here. I gotta go pick the kids up from school. Like, I'm thinking about everything else. I walk in the building, South Georgia, look around, there's one other black person in this group. South Georgia. I ain't say North Dakota. I ain't say Idaho. South Georgia. So I walk in, I see this, it's a black woman, and I see her, and I'm like, are they pranking me? Is this some kind of joke? They playing a trick on me or something? So I come in, and I get myself situated, and I could feel the tension in the room, right? I could feel what's the comedian gonna say? What's gonna be the comments he gonna make? And I wasn't present. I wasn't in that moment. I just kept saying, I'm not gonna say a word. I'm gonna handle my bit. I'm gonna do my show. I'm not gonna mention it, right? So I got up, did my set, and it wasn't connecting. Like, I was powering through. It was okay, but it wasn't, I wasn't knocking it out of the park. And I knew exactly what it was. I was like, I need to address this tension that's in the room. But I said, nope, I'm not present. I'm out of here. I'm gonna get in the car, heading home. So I finished the show. It was fine, got in the car to drive home, and I started really challenging myself. I was like, dude, why were you not present? Why did you not lock in the moment? There was something in that moment that they needed from you, and you didn't give it to them. And I was like, I didn't want to address the tension. I didn't want to address the awkwardness of it. I didn't want to say anything. And really, it wouldn't have been that difficult to address anyway if I would have been present. All I had to do was look at the woman and say, hey, ma'am, are these people holding you against your will? If they are, just wink. I'm leaving, but I'll send somebody back to get you. I'll send. My wife and I, we created some offspring. Normally when I say that, people clap, but I say y'all can't anything about my family. Appreciate it. Man, I'm really grateful because I'm walking. This is different. I tore my Achilles at the end of 2016. Yeah, I tore my Achilles, and I was in a soft boot for about a month. Then I spent another 8 weeks in the moon boot. And now I'm walking, and I'm happy. I'm grateful because, you take things for granted, like walking. And now I'm walking, and I remember going to the different appointments that I had, and there would be interesting things that would happen. Like, I would go to my appointment, and the doctors would say, on a scale of 1 to 10, please tell me your pain level, 10 being the most excruciating. So I would tell them a number. Then they would start doing stuff to my leg. But they would never ask me for a new number. Like, what you're not gonna do is not update this number. That's what.